My name's Kevin Garcia. I'm the General Manager for Civil Specialty Solutions at Trimble. Trimble's been long known for its innovative and efficient uses of technology in the construction application space. One of those in particular is our drilling and piling solutions. Trimble Groundworks has long been known as one of the industry-leading solutions in this space. We've recently been working with Mincon on their construction-grade drilling and piling application to develop a best-in-class solution for our customers in the space. To tell us more about this, let's head to Mincon's headquarters and talk with the team who's been leading that development effort.
So we're at Mincon's US headquarters to talk about product integration for the solar industry. As the solar industry is developing, a lot of products that are being used are not dedicated solar solutions. What Mincon and Trimble have partnered together on is a dedicated solar solution, a product and technology partnership for contractors and EPCs in the solar industries to build scalable efficiency into their businesses.
I'm Herman Sinemus. I'm the Emerging Markets Manager for SiteTech Northeast, the Trimble dealer for the Northeast United States.
And my name is Elliot Duck. I'm the VP of Marketing at Mincon for Integrated Systems. And I spend most of my time developing our products, our drill mast solutions, technology and applications for the solar industry. So we really want to talk about the innovative partnership of two products for the solar market. And to get into that, we need to identify what the products are. So for Mincon, the products are drill mast attachments for skid steers and excavators that will both pre-drill through rock, install ground screws, or drive piles for the solar industry. The integration, our integrated systems, and my role in Mincon, of those products, they have limitations when it comes to technology and data. And that's where Trimble really comes in with the technology partnership side of things.
So as a Trimble dealer, what we're responsible for is site construction, heavy civil, and machine integration. And the product Groundworks is that side for drilling and piling, which would be the solar industry, for positioning a machine, giving you feedback as to where we are on the face of the earth. What is the orientation of my pile? Is the H facing the correct direction? Pitch and yaw, making sure I'm plumb, vertical, and the site positioning of layout, and then also recording QA/QC data and as building, which is ultimately important, are all functions of the Trimble ecosystem in GPS positioning.
Yeah, I mean, the solar industry as a whole needs, more contractors. EPCs, they have installation potential, but they don't have the installation capacity. And they'll either get it through more contractors or by bringing these drilling solutions in-house. And then contractors, they need more scalable equipment solutions to be able to take on more work and grow their business without needing additional expertise, thinking, well, I need a driller. Where in actual fact, you have an excavator operator that can install the entire system from the pre-drilling setup with our integration right the way through to the ground screw or the pile.
What this allows them to do, in my opinion, is take a very minimal risk using the infrastructure they already have with a small addition to it in an attachment and some technology, and go do a job. Look at that job and then make the assessment, is this something I want to do? And scale up, as you said. We go put 2 crews, 3 crews, 5 crews, however many that you need. The work is out there. Someone has to do it.
How would you summarize what it is we've accomplished and why?
What I think we are bringing to the industry, the solar industry as a whole, is an approach that hasn't been tried before, where people that are experts in each part of their individual part of the industry are working together with a common goal to make the entire industry more efficient, safer, and more profitable.
So one of the things that was really impressive about working with SiteTech Northeast and Trimble on the integration was the amount of information you gave us on how the products would interact. and what we needed to do to incorporate your workflow of the installation and the technology for the end user into our engineering. And I think our engineering team really appreciated the way you incorporated that from our perspective, not telling us what we needed to do for you, but said, here's how the products will work together, and if we do this. And that was really what made the partnership a really enjoyable process, because we could not focus on, well, these are the challenges of trying to work together, and this is how hard this is going to be, but we got to focus on, this is going to be amazing for the end user. The customer is going to love this because it's seamless.
It was just an organic thing that, here's what we'd like to do. Well, yeah, let's have our engineers look at it and get this approval. And at the same time that that was going on, we were contacting Trimble and saying, here we have this new thing, and we'd like to get perhaps some software enhancements to make it even better for this particular product, which Trimble's always been very accommodating in that as well. So that three-legged stool, if you will, of Trimble, Mincon, and SiteTech Northeast as a dealer coming together, it was very natural. And I think the end result is something that is very powerful for a customer. And the reason I took it to our equipment dealers that you guys need to get in, you need to get involved in this, right? Milton Cat, you need to look at this, because this is going to change the game of how solar is done in our area.
If a customer is, contractor is purchasing this package because he wants to offer the EPCs a better installation solution for pre-drilling, for driving in screws and piles, and that's his motivation. He wants to win more bids. How do I change my business for the better and grow and make more money? Which ultimately is the first motivation of getting into this industry. To do it with a system that they can scale as that data becomes more important, the Trimble system becomes critical, because while we can offer drilling solutions and technology that makes them fast and efficient on the pre-drilling side and the installation side, connecting that with the data, which is really where their value to EPCs is, to give them that real-time data to say, not only have we done this on location, on time, you could actually get real-time access to what we're doing on your utility scale solar sites. And many EPCs are running multiple construction sites at a time. They can now track the progress of how things are going as it's happening. There's no worry about what the bill's going to be at the end because of rework, piles at the wrong depth, other issues, because you have that QA, QC process built into the data. By having this package, you've become more valuable as a stakeholder in that process, whether you're the EPC or you're the contractor.
That's an excellent point. We focus on solar. That was the point of having these conversations, was to look at how we're approaching the solar industries. But these products are useful in so many other places. Things that a contractor's doing already. They may need to put tiebacks in on a rock wall that's scaling off, or these can be purposed to do those things in between, right? One of the things in talking about this with one of our large contractors that is in the solar business already, a bunch of purpose-built machines to do this. One of the appeals that they had was, they said, we can put this, if we take this Groundworks system, we put it on this attachment, can we make it easy to move from a machine to a different machine? And so as we looked at it, and we said, well, there's two ways we can mount a lot of the equipment on the carrier. And now we're redoing that approach to put the equipment on the attachment itself. Because their idea is they don't want to own a bunch of carrier machines. They want to own a slew of drill masts that they can stack up on a tag-along trailer, take to a job site, and rent machines or lease machines in that area. If it's a 2-year project, maybe they lease them. If it's a 6-week project, maybe they rent them. And they have that ability. I can send 2 there, 4 there, 6 there. When the first 2 are done at that project, they're easy to truck. They're a tag-along trailer and a pickup truck move these things around. You're not moving 20 metric ton machines, 30 metric ton machines. Some of these drill rigs are extremely heavy and hard to move. And when I get to a new area, if I don't take all of my operators, maybe I don't have enough to take there. I need to get some local operators. I can find operators that know how to run an excavator. And in an hour, show them everything they need to know about how to run that drill head. That ease of use, it was evident in our test when we watched it happen. So I approached a couple of them and said, what do you guys think about this? And it was immediate. You could see the light bulb. It was almost like a cartoon, ding, here's the idea, and how do we go forward?
Is this then a system that you need to be an experienced contractor, solar installer to run? I mean, are we talking this is for solar contractors and EPCs only? What if you're a company that's looking to get into solar? Maybe you've even been approached with solar work because you're in construction. Is this a package that you need weeks and months of training to be able to operate and run?
No, I think it's actually quite the contrary. The package of technology and the usability of the screen, the integration for an operator actually makes it easier for them to gain it. They don't have to try and visualize where their mast is and am I plumb, what's my pitch and yaw. They have feedback right there. So someone that's never done it before, with very little instruction, it's very intuitive what to do with the screen. You show them their highlights and you can make it very simple. You can have one view on the screen and a couple of light bars. We can go up to 3 views on the screen with multiple levels of information. As they advance in their skill, we can advance the feedback we give them. As far as keeping track of what they've done, that's all passive in the background. They don't have any input. They can, if they want to make notes, they can bring it up and make a note on that pile of what happened. If maybe it is slightly off on its northing or easting of its location, and they can say, hey, we encountered a large rock and the pile skewed. So they can make those notes and then send it off to an engineer of, is this acceptable? Here's our tolerance. Here's where the pile ended up. Is that acceptable? They have the note. If they need to go back and fix it, they can.
The approach of simplicity and efficiency for the end user really gets them rolling a lot faster on significant solar projects with installs and pre-drilling. From Mincon's side, talking with the customer about what the project is, what they're drilling through, bore size and depth, building them a drilling package and an air package to run the drill system efficiently, to give them the penetration rates that they're looking for, to finish on time. We're not just building in drilling expertise, we're talking to them about how to build project efficiency and simplicity into their operational setup for their business on machine number 1, so that what they learn here will translate to machines number 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then once they get this equipment package on site, Trimble have installed the Groundworks system onto the drill mast. They've paired it with an excavator or skid steer that they have on deck already or through a dealer. And now you guys actually port the plan into the package for them so that they know where to be, where to drill, to what depth and at what level. And then you give them all the reporting data on exactly how well they did so that they can prove that to the EPC they're working for. So they've got a simple, efficient, scalable reporting solution for their business. There's an acronym in there somewhere, but this is where I think we've really gotten excited about what we're doing, because giving a customer all of that and then being on site with them as they get rolling to make sure it works and they're good to go, you kind of feel like you're just holding hands with them, making sure that they're enjoying running their business. And in an industry that's a little bit of a gold rush, there is an enormous amount of work, an enormous amount of potential, and a lot of projects that we just do not have equipment to get onto, to get rolling. Something like this with drill masts, lead times are in the weeks, not the months or years. And hopefully we can keep it that way. But that really does push an industry forward. And being able to be part of that, I think is pretty exciting. And when it comes to technology on this level, Trimble are the right people.
So we've spent a lot of time today talking about how this whole thing got started and where we are. And it would be traditional to do a conclusion at this point, but I don't feel there is a conclusion to this. This is the beginning. I'm very excited as to where it's going, and onward and upward.